Welcome back to Dispatches from Shedquarters. This is your host, Mike Lutz. On location, super secret basement headquarters of 1/3 of the movie Madhouse. Say hello to...
I'm Jason. And yes, this is my basement, not a shed.
Yeah, okay.
We could be in my shed, but you probably
have a shed?
There is a shed over there. But you don't want to go in there.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because there are things that will probably eat you in there.
Eat me.
Yes.
You have a lion?
I'm afraid to go in there.
You have a lion in your shed?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
I've heard growling and I don't know what it is.
Xander, go check first.
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Fine. Thanks. Thanks for the help, kid.
Yeah.
Just sit there and do your homework.
He's playing a game.
No, I'm not.
What?
I just enrolled in my last class.
Okay, what class did you enroll in?
Gender studies.
Oh, jeez.
So, it's actually been a very long time since we sat down and recorded a podcast
It
together.
has been an incredibly long time.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
Stuff.
Oh, you're killing me with the details.
You know, I watch too many movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done my vlog in 3 months. I haven't written anything
Yeah,
interesting.
what happened to your vlog?
It fell apart
Why?
because I have problems.
Why?
Let's not discuss that on here.
It didn't suck.
No, I have problems.
What's the problem?
Yeah, I'm not talking about it on
Why
a
not?
podcast. No, this isn't therapy
This is
time.
a total intervention podcast. See, you're already drinking heavily.
I am drinking heavily. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, you didn't hear the beer open because it's already been open, so
Oh, is that a thing?
yeah.
Obviously,
You've never listened to my show. Thanks for the support, Dick.
I haven't been able to listen to any podcast.
Why not?
Other than I got to listen to half of a Smodcast a couple weeks ago because I had nothing else available at the time, and that's what was on my phone.
Yeah.
So, and it led me to an interesting movie that I'm doing a review about for this month's article. But beyond that, yeah, I don't listen to. I don't have the chance because I'm watching stuff. I can't listen to
Okay,
stuff.
the G1 is now over.
Yeah.
So that excuse...
Now I have to catch up to all the friggin' movies and TV shows that have fallen away
Like
to the
what?
wayside. The Boys?
You can binge that in a night.
I don't binge watch things because of my overdose from X-Files. So I refuse to allow myself to
you'll
binge
be fine.
watch.
You'll be fine. It's only 8 episodes. It's not 12 seasons.
Sure. I'll be fine. And then I'll
trust
be
me.
pissed off like you were when it was done.
I wasn't pissed off. I wasn't mad so much as I was disappointed.
Oh. Disappointed!
Yes, exactly. But it was a really good series. I know you'll like it.
Yes. So I got to get caught up on that.
Yeah. So
And
hurry up.
I'm still watching South Park on Crave.
South Park.
Yes. I have started at season 1 and I'm up to season 15. But I still have like 10 more seasons to go through.
Okay.
So
yeah, but this is the guy. I don't want to binge watch 8 episodes.
I watch
but-
maybe 2 episodes a week if I'm lucky. That's not binge watching.
Well, no kidding. But it's like you're already at 15 seasons?
I've
Sure
been working
sounds
on
like
it for
fif-
months.
Oh,
Months.
Months. All right.
The only closest thing that I've binge watched lately was going through the Goldbergs with Crystal. We watched the entirety of what was available for the Goldbergs on Crave, and we're caught up to the latest season that just aired. It's not on Crave yet. So
All right.
that's the closest thing to binge watching that I've done lately.
So you do binge watch. So you are a liar.
Stop it!
I'm just
Stop it.
pointing out facts.
Next topic.
Next topic is how Jebediah here is such a liar face, and how we're going to have to deal with that.
I like how this whole name thing has become
I know.
something.
It has now become a thing.
Yeah, but it's all right, Monty.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let it slide this time.
Yeah, okay. We can get away with this because this is technically our Whiskey Wednesday movie night that we're recording this. And since scheduling errors and Noah now being the father of a world-famous goaltender, he's glued to a TV trying to watch his daughter play hockey in Lake Placid, New York.
Yes.
Now she won her spot on U18, the under 18 Team Canada in Calgary the week previous.
Yep.
And now she's in Lake Placid, New York, playing a series of games against the Americans, isn't it?
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
way to go,
exhibition
Jess.
series.
Yeah. So, like I said, Neil is completely indisposed right now because he's being the biggest hockey dad known to mankind right now, which is totally understandable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and like I said, we do have to congratulate his daughter Jess for making Team Canada.
That's huge, and
huge.
That's a sign that she's going to go places with that. She's going to be a name to be reckoned with.
Yeah, because
in the hockey.
Once she's done this summer series and her university begins, I believe she's going to Vermont of all places.
Really?
I think he.
I didn't hear him talking about that. So.
Yeah, where did I see it? He might have mentioned it at one of the things where she's going off to school on the East Coast. Wow. in September, and she's going off to a Tier 1 school. Wow. So she's got a bright future in front of her, and so we wish her nothing but the best and the best of luck. And,
absolutely, that's awesome to hear. So, I didn't hear that part, so that's awesome.
Yeah. So
why don't you do something? He'll just might be on Broadway someday, but.
Someday. Well, anybody can go to Broadway. Just buy a damn ticket.
True. That's a good point.
Yeah, someday his name will be on the marquee, but that's someday. This is right now.
Yeah.
She's doing things now.
She's doing it now. What are you doing right now? Playing Warcraft.
No. Trying to figure out my registration.
Kids in their video games.
Just checking. He's saying he's trying to work on his registration, but okay. Just
registering a new character for Warcraft.
Probably.
That's what it is. So, you did finish watching the New Japan G1, right?
Absolutely.
And you watched it from the beginning to the end.
I watched every single night. And
you are satisfied with the ending of it?
Very much so.
So
I've always been a fan of Kota Ibushi. So, but they played it well, because they could have easily played it, or he could be. I wouldn't say dominant, but just not as much of a fight. So they played the injury angle and all that stuff. They really sold it well. They told the story perfectly, and the little tidbit: he's the only man now to have won all 3 major tournaments in New Japan. Super Juniors, New Japan Cup, and G1. He's the only person to do that.
That totally means he's not going to win at Tokyo Dome.
Probably not.
No. I said you've got enough accolades, kid.
Yeah.
You don't need this one.
But you never know. Because you don't know if Okada's still going to have the title until Wrestle Kingdom. Okada's going to have a couple stepping stones on the way.
Yeah, but I don't see Okada dropping the belt anytime soon. Huh? And I said with Ibushi now having to defend his Wrestle Kingdom contract.
Yeah.
There's no guarantees he's going to make it to Wrestle Kingdom.
I think he will. How often has it happened that somebody didn't?
How often has it happened that somebody has won 3 major tournaments in New Japan?
That's true.
So, there's always a first time for everything, right? Mm-hmm. It's never say never. This is professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Ibushi could piss off Jado somehow, and then all of a sudden Toru Yano is pinning Ibushi for his...
oh, please let that happen now.
Could you imagine?
Oh, Toru Yano versus Okada
at
main
Tokyo.
Event in the Tokyo Dome.
All chaos.
Why do I want that match?
All chaos main event.
Why do I want that match so much?
Because it would be fantastic. It would be totally fantastic.
I realize Yano is ridiculous. I do. But it puts a smile on my face.
Yes.
And that's what's important.
Well, here's the thing about Yano. He's actually a very skilled wrestler. If you've watched him
We've seen elements.
Yes.
But he plays the fun stuff. He does the silliness, the
underhandedness. He fills the clown role well.
Mm-hmm.
And but Everyone, like, every once in a while, he'll bust out some wrestling, and you're like, where did that come from? Because
Like,
it's really good wrestling.
Bad Luck Fale in his last 3 matches. He won his last 3 matches with a wrestling move.
Yeah.
Roll-ups, but still.
Roll-ups.
They're making a big deal that he's Mr.
about
Wrestling now.
The most basic wrestling move you could possibly think of.
Yep.
The roll-up. So,
But when you're a guy the size of Fale, a roll-up can be...
pretty devastating,
Yes.
actually. So
He's a 300-plus pounder
Yeah.
sitting on you, basically.
But all in all, what I did see, like, I kind of picked and chose the matches that I watched.
I skimmed.
Yeah.
I skimmed through stuff, beginnings of matches, get to the meat kind of thing. And certain matches just didn't draw me as much.
Yeah.
Every match was good. Don't get me wrong. Like there wasn't a bad match to be had.
No.
But some stand out more than others.
Yeah. There was a couple of, I think I did watch one of the Young Lions tag matches, and it was the basic Young Lion tag match.
The last few nights was just, the opening match was just Young Lions. They
Yeah,
did that a couple
that's-
times.
That's normal.
I've never seen that before. It's
Yeah.
usually the Young Lions with someone.
Well, I think, because it is getting close to the finals, then you start to see some of the upper tier guys do their things. So
Okay.
you'll have your Young Lion matches open the show. That way you don't have any of your top tier guys have to go down.
Right.
They've got their other things to do.
Yeah, the final night, the second match in was there was a 10-man tag, and it was all every member of LIJ, active member of
Yep.
LIJ, against a couple guys from Chaos with a few others, like Hanma was in there, I think. And
Yep.
so, yeah, you're not going to get a Young Lion in that match.
To take the fall. Nobody wants
Right.
to take that fall.
No.
But the one of the matches that did stand out for me was Jeff Cobb versus Ishii.
I'm digging Cobb.
Cobb is just a huge dude,
Yes.
and
What happened to Big Mike? Big Mike Emery. Bad news?
Mike Elgin.
Yeah. Mike
Yeah.
Elgin.
Mike Elgin actually just recently landed in Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll have to tell you why off air.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't want to open myself up to
Okay.
litigation. So,
Okay. I'm curious.
Yeah.
But we'll save it for off mic. But it dawned on me, I haven't seen Big Mike in a while. And and Jeff Cobb has kind of filled that role.
yeah, because Elgin and Cobb were a team during the tag league.
Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of beef.
Yeah, but the problem is, Elgin didn't like him,
Okay.
and there was legit heat between the two of them because I believe Elgin thought Cobb was trying to take his spot,
Oh, okay.
and then
Can't think that way.
Yeah,
You cannot think that way.
yeah. So they said it was a weird situation.
Well, I really do like Cobb.
Yeah.
And I like his finisher. I like that Tour of the Islands. It's a cool variation on a power slam, and I dig it.
Yeah, and they said it's a big impressive move from a big impressive dude, and
And his moonsault too. That's a whole lot of beef to flip backwards.
yeah, they said, and he flips. So like I said, I watched him do that standing moonsault, and I'm just like, damn.
What do they call it? A gachi muchi moonsault or something?
Sure, something like that. I'm like, the Japanese name of it is bound to be somewhere. I said,
I find it funny the commentator, Kevin Kelly.
Yes.
Sometimes he stumbles over the pronunciations, and it's kind of funny.
That makes that commentary seem more real. When he's pretty much by himself. Rocky Romero throws his stuff in there a little bit, but Kevin Kelly does a lot of talking.
Yes, he does.
And to stay on point for as long as he does is pretty impressive because he doesn't really have some of the best views in the house for those shows. Mm-hmm. And he does his absolute best to keep it lively.
Take it back a step here. It's pretty amazing. All the production value New Japan has, all the money they have, but they can't fix their monitors every time something happens in a Yano match. Invariably, near the end of a Yano match, the commentators' monitors go out, and they miss the finish. I don't get it.
Japanese gremlins.
I don't get it.
It's... Do you know what it is?
There's a joke there.
I saw your stage whisper. Your acting is coming out.
A little bit.
Speaking of which, what's your next role?
I'm a wino in Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay, I understand we're not talking about your real life crises.
I don't drink wine. What are you talking about? I hate wine. Wine's disgusting to me.
Really?
Yes.
Come on now.
I don't like wine. I never have.
Yet you drink Smirnoff Ice Light like it's water.
That's not wine. That's lemonade.
That's gross.
But I don't even drink that as much anymore.
Well, I'm glad we broke you that habit.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I might get it once in a while if on a quick grab something or other because I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the Jack drinks that they have in the cans. The tinniness doesn't work for me. Like they have the Jack and Apple or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tinny taste doesn't work for me, and that's what I get out of those cans. So I'm not a fan just because I get that tinny flavor. So when I'm grabbing something quick, it might be the Smirnoffs. But for the most part, like I DJ'd a wedding last week.
Yeah.
I brought my big mamma jamma of Honey Jack, had it sitting on my table next to me.
Drinking straight Jack out of the bottle. Look at you go.
No, not quite, but
close enough.
Yeah, close enough. They were heavy shots. Let's put it that way. It was a talking point. A couple people came over. Where'd you get that?
They've never seen Honey Jack before?
No, they'd never seen a bottle that size in a pouring cradle.
Okay,
You can buy the 3-liter bottle at the liquor store for like $150.
Yes,
but you can't get it in that cradle.
No,
I've never seen that cradle anywhere else.
You got that at a duty free, right?
On a cruise ship.
That's why
I bought it on the cruise ship.
The slave labor down in the coal tenders.
Mexican slave labor
down in the boiler room, stealing wire and twisting it.
I don't know where it came from. All I know is I got it on the cruise ship, and I've never seen it anywhere since.
Do you know where? China. Everything comes from China.
Probably.
Yeah.
The whiskey comes from Tennessee, but the cradle came from China.
Lynchburg, China.
Lynchburg, China. It's a sister city.
It's a
sister city.
Yeah, they got a really long pipeline. Oh, a spit take! Yeah! Whose house? Ron's house.
It's interesting that you just said that.
Whose house? Ron's house?
Yes.
Why?
What's that from?
That is from Dogma.
Before that. That came from Crush Groove. They were referencing the movie Crush Groove in Dogma.
Yes.
What did we talk about earlier?
Let's not get into this.
No lie. 45 minutes before you came here, I was showing Xander videos of the Fat Boys and talking about the movie Crush Groove. That is a weird coincidence, man.
There's no such thing as coincidences.
Okay, it was fate.
Yeah, it was fate. We totally fated to talk about Crush Groove.
I'm going to be rewatching Crush Groove again soon. I know it. It's come up a couple times now, and it was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I watched it a lot with my cousin Jeff back in the day. So,
did you practice your battle rapping and breakdancing?
No.
Maybe you should.
And I was never a breakdancer, and I was never a rapper. I'm not that quick.
Get you some cardboard and some linoleum and throw it down here. Start popping and locking and...
Nope, not going to happen. Okay, we had our first choreography rehearsal for Little Shop the other day.
So you're used to dancing. That's what you're saying.
No.
That's exactly,
let me explain.
What you're saying. You are now a dancer.
Let me describe to you the extent of my choreography in this... What is one of the opening numbers of this show.
Josiah Bechard, star of stage and screen, soon to be...
So I'm playing a wino. I'm homeless on the street. So here's this song. The song starts. I'm over here laying on the stoop in front of the flower shop.
As winos are apt to do.
Right.
What play are you doing?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
Okay? So halfway through the song, I get up, I move over here, and I sit down over here.
That's the extent of your
The end of the
choreography?
song, I go back over to the same spot. That's the extent of my choreo. I can handle that level of choreo.
No.
Okay.
No. You need to step up your game. You need to be like the white male doughy Paula Abdul of Canadian or Chatham Theatre.
That is not going to happen, not in my current physical state, but
Your current physical state would change if you started to dance like Paula Abdul.
You're absolutely right. But it ain't going to happen. But
I'm trying to get Xander to laugh with all the Paula Abdul references.
I'm going to be honest. When it comes to choreography, I can never top my effort and what I accomplished last year. In A Christmas Carol, my final performance, my scene was a giant dance number.
Okay.
And I hit it damn near perfectly on my final night. And I'll never be able to top that. And I don't want to even attempt to try to top it.
No, you haven't peaked yet.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
Considering there's a good chance this is going to be my last show, yeah, I have.
Why is it going to be your last show?
I'm not getting into that right now.
Why?
Circumstances.
What circumstances?
Circumstances beyond my control.
Everything is in your control.
No, not in this case.
Are you talking about a meteor coming down to strike you
No,
from
I'm
the
talking
heavens?
about issues with the company that I'm working with, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, fuck those guys. Start your own dance choreography school.
Definitely not going to be a dance choreography guy. No, absolutely not.
Podcast mogul?
No, I'll leave that for Kevin. I don't want to step on Kevin's toes.
I don't know. He's getting kind of long in the tooth. He might be looking for a successor.
Well, in that case, if he's willing to hand the reins or
don't think
pass the baton, if you will, absolutely.
Don't wait for somebody to pass you anything.
Oh, so you want me to mug him for it?
Yes.
Go and steal his microphone?
Yes. Break into his house.
I have Google Map where his house is. I am very confident. I'm very confident, given my Google mapping skills, that if I can get myself to, I believe, I think it was the Kodak Theater, wherever the Oscars were last year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if I could find that place, I can get to Kevin's house by memory.
Or you could talk to David K. Montoya, who happens to live in California, and he'd probably drive you right to Runyon Canyon.
I have seen Kevin's house on Google Maps.
Well, there you go. You know exactly where he lives then.
I have mapped out his location.
So Kevin Smith, if you are listening to this, prepare for your house to be broken into. Order. Because Jason Bechard is coming to steal your spot and your laptop. So you might want to take some of your vital information off of that.
I'm not taking his laptop.
Why wouldn't you take his laptop?
No, because
it's got all his scripts on it, man.
Yeah, but how's he supposed to make them?
I'm
not going to try and make his scripts.
Why not?
No, I get
You saw Clerks. How hard could it be?
That's exactly what he says. Speaking of that, though, did you hear what he said about Clerks 3?
No.
He is rewriting it.
He what?
He is going to rework the Clerks 3 script that he has.
Yeah.
Because of the reconnection with Ben. They have that reconnection thanks to Reboot.
Really?
Because of that, he is now inspired, because he's in a different place now than when he originally wrote it. He is going to rework that script, and he is confident he's going to be able to make it happen.
Really?
He's going to do whatever it takes to get Anderson on board, because everybody else, yes, that's what he said just a few weeks ago.
Okay, because I was looking at Marilyn Giglioti's Facebook page, and she did a Clerks 3 read-through.
Yes, with Kevin in Jersey.
And it was Brian O'Halloran was there as well.
Yep.
So it's not totally dead yet.
Oh, well,
so
Anderson won't sign on.
No.
But Kevin feels like if he reworks it, he thinks he can pull Anderson back in.
But Anderson's problem wasn't with scripts or anything like that. His problem was with how the studio handled everything.
That's true.
So Anderson never had, like, that is not a problem with the writing and the story per se. It's just the way things were handled after.
I'm just going by what he said. He's fired up. He's inspired because of his reconnection with his friend Ben. He is fired up to try to rework it and make it happen. So what they read last week at that charity thing is not what we're gonna get. It's going to be something different.
Yeah.
How much? Some of it might stay, but he is confident he's going to rework it and they will make it happen.
Well, I hope they do, because the Clerks story needs that end cap of 3, yes. I think. Yeah. And as good as 2 was, there has to be resolution to that storyline.
Yeah, we need to know how these guys end up.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that want it to happen, and I think it will.
I have to believe that it won't be as exciting as we were hoping it would be. I think it would be Seinfeld-esque in that it's a movie about nothing, just like Clerks was basically a movie about nothing. I think he would go back to that, but then again, he could just go like completely
Clerks in space.
Clerks in space, exactly. Because
they open up Quick Stop on the International Space.
Jay and Silent Bob leaning on the airlock door.
Yep. Jay goes to say Snoochie Boochies. He's got to push that little button. Snoochie Boochies.
Yeah. Or accidentally opens up his visor and dies. But
no, that's not how he dies. We know how Jay and Silent Bob are going to die.
We do?
Yes. Oh, you call yourself a fan. Kevin already told us what the fate of Jay and Silent Bob. We just haven't gotten it yet.
I forget.
Moose Jaws.
Oh, no.
They are the Captain Quint of Moose Jaws, and they are supposed to meet their end to that foul moose.
But that's never going to happen.
It is going to happen. It's going to happen.
No.
It's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I
hold out hope that it's going to happen.
You can hold out all the hope you want.
It's going to happen.
I, being the realist that I am, realize he's got bigger fish to fry, and a killer moose in the prairies is
Moose Jaws 2022.
Not gonna happen.
Moose Jaws 2022.
Oh, just like Trump 2020.
Fuck Trump.
Oh.
Is this a political podcast?
It is now.
Wow.
Speaking of fuck Trump, I'm gonna eat some of these Trump brownies.
Oh. There you go. Oh, yeah, boy, get that in you. So, as Jason has now filled his face with spicy brownies, are you looking forward to the Jason podcast or Pop Culture Expo? Absolutely. I know you're invited.
I am invited. I'm hoping I can make it happen. Traveling like that's not easy. And it's definitely not easily in my budget, but I so desperately want to make it happen.
Well, I ask because my understanding is the Young Bucks are going to be there doing signings, and
that's one of numerous reasons why I'd like to go.
Yeah, because I just have to crane my neck one little bit, and I can see your pops of the Bucks are kind of naked right now. So
yeah. Yep, they are.
Your Kenny Omega is going to get...
That's supposed to happen in October. I got my Frankenfurter over there on the computer tower. That's supposed to also get a little love.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Okay.
But yes, I'm really, really hoping I can get out there for that. I do want the Bucks. I really want to get the Bucks to sign it, and I will film that interaction because I have to get Matt to do his autograph thing.
Yeah.
He hasn't done it for a while.
No.
So I am going to specifically request the traditional autograph. There's a specific way he does it that is golden, and I want that experience.
Yes. Yeah. Now, he said, I talk about that because now, lately, this podcast has kind of leaned heavily on wrestling for a reason. And I said, I was talking to Dave Montoya, and he's saying that he's going to be getting a pro wrestling show at the PCE. And I can now confirm that I am going to be wrestling on that show.
Oh.
So
Iron Mike strapping up the boots.
I am putting the gear back on and stepping into the ring in California, of all places. And I'm going to announce it now. You remember GWN?
Yeah.
The company that I used to work for?
Out of Hamilton, yes.
Yeah, out of Hamilton. It's coming back. We got a show November 2nd in Hamilton.
I saw some posts about that.
So this, I thought I was getting out, but they pulled me back in. And it's just one of those things where I thought that was behind me. And the never say never aspect of pro wrestling has come rushing back into my life once again. Now, with the announcement of the November 2nd show, I have been told that they're looking at a somewhat fuller schedule in the new year as well.
Oh, really? So this is not a one-off?
This is not going to be a one-off. So this is what's motivated me to almost pound my legs into snot yesterday at the gym, because I now have to get back into ring shape. And just like you're a choreography master, I have to exercise my gymnasium mastery. And I think they said it has to do a lot of the cardio that I have to do should probably come in the form of interpretive dance that you have to teach me. So
I told you, I'm not the guy for that. Nope.
I believe you are. Xander, is he?
Interpretive dance?
He's a dancer. He's got the legs of a dancer.
I will say.
Oh, wait a minute. Dancer is that reindeer. Never mind.
That's about right. About the size of one.
You should probably wear a lot of orange then.
Yeah, so I don't get shot.
Yeah,
you're right.
Coming into the hunting season.
Yep.
But so that anxiety said translated into the weird ass dream that I had last night, and it was I don't understand how it happened, but it did happen, where basically it was me in a pair of swim shorts running around a mall looking for car keys and a wallet. And I can only attribute this to the anxiety of having to perform again.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I can't read into that. I'm not Freud.
No?
No.
It's like the old showing up to high school late for the exam thing, or like
the dream about showing up to school and with no pants on.
Yeah,
something equivalent.
It harkens to a lack of preparedness, I think. So I'm dealing with that anxiety. So what anxiety are you dealing with?
A severe lack of self-confidence.
Why?
If I knew that, I wouldn't have it.
Why? Okay, but you're a successful podcaster. You're a successful filmmaker. You're a successful film critic. You're a successful magazine critic. You're a successful stage actor, a singer, dancer, father, lover,
Correct in all aspects.
wino.
The wino.
I'm not a wino. The word successful, you're throwing around a little heavily there. I will say that.
Have you ever been booed off stage?
No.
Okay, that would dictate success.
Sure. If that's your measure, sure. I'll give you that.
But have you had bad reviews for any of the things that you've done?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay, that is now considered a success.
But let me also add to that a lot of what I do, I have no reviews on. So, it's no news is good news, or is it just the fact that no one notices?
No news is good news. Especially,
I hate you right now.
Why?
Because you led down this path that I didn't want to go on the microphone.
I am here to help you. Because I understand that you're crippling.
That's the only way to describe it.
Self-doubt.
That is the only way to describe it.
Needs to be resolved.
But it's bleeding into other aspects of my life.
But you are a success. This is the thing that I have a hard time wrapping my head around, where you say you're not successful. You're the podcast that you have been on has been on the air for almost 5 years, right?
We just passed 5 years, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, that's a huge
coming up on episode 300.
Huge accomplishment, man. That's something you should be very proud of, because there's a lot of people pod fade. And you guys have hung in there, and you're a major part of that. Right?
I'd like to think so. I don't know. I don't get to be on it. I get to be on it if I'm lucky twice a month. So
regardless of your schedule. Okay, your schedule has everybody's got a shitty schedule. Okay.
I don't know what I bring to the table, I'll be honest. I don't know if people appreciate that.
Seriously.
I honestly don't. Again, I don't hear anything. I don't know anything. I don't know. I don't get feedback.
I am calling a lot of bullshit on that statement of I don't know anything. Because I know for a fact, couple of Whiskey Wednesdays ago, we were desperate to find some knowledge about a movie that we were going to watch. None of us were going to pick up the phone, and we looked to you with your encyclopedic knowledge of movies, and you weren't there, and we were like, oh,
I'm a fountain of useless information, yes.
Okay, regardless.
But no, when I say I don't know anything, I mean I don't hear from people. I don't know what people think of my aspect in the podcast. I've gotten a little bit of feedback lately from the movie review articles on World of Myth magazine,
and that's always been positive.
From what I can see, yes, and I believe me, you have no idea how good that makes me feel.
Okay, you can expand that to the point where the only time anybody gets on will take the time to email or Twitter is to run somebody down. No news is good news in this situation. I understand
why. I don't know why, but in the last 6 months to a year, because I can't really pinpoint as to when this all started, but sometime in at least the last 6 months, validation has become key, has become important to me, and I'm not getting that. And that's what's preventing me from following through on other projects that I want to do.
Now, my question is to you. When you go to audition for these musicals, are you welcomed, and are your performances generally graded highly to put you in?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, are you put in high roles, not lead, but you're not
in the past? Yes.
Okay, that's success.
Now, no, but in the
how's that no?
But in the right, Little Shop of Horrors, that's not a huge role, and I'm not complaining by any means. Okay, I get that you're not always going to get big roles and whatnot. Yeah. I really did try hard to swing for the fences.
Okay.
I went in another direction. That's fine. That's going to happen. That's a part of theater life. I get that. I do sometimes think that my past experiences came down to more of a lack of options than I was right for the part. Now, I have nothing to base that on, really, other than there wasn't really anybody else that could really do what they wanted. And I'm sure I didn't quite do what they wanted, but I pulled it off, and it was and gave the best performance I could. So.
And you gave the best performance.
Was I who they wanted, though? I can guarantee. I can tell you flat out that my biggest role wasn't the role I was given originally. They gave that to me later, so which tells me they had somebody else in mind, and I was the backup choice.
Would you rather be?
I'm not complaining. Again, I'm not. I just that's what's happened. That's how I see it. Okay, and where I'm at now in my life with what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting the feedback. I get feedback from one or two people, yourself included, and believe me, it means the world to me when I do get that. But I'm not getting it from other aspects, from other people. I don't want to say anymore, and this is now going to lead me to start crying. So I don't
want you to cry. This is one of the things that when I heard you were hurting and I wanted to come and I wanted to dig down and find out why, because
I'll tell you off.
It concerned me.
I'm going to tell you off, Mike. What's hurting the most.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
that's
but
fine.
I'm not doing it on here.
No, I get the need for validation for. Everybody wants that, and I get that. Now, do you put more stock into strangers telling you done good?
It's more a case of I don't want to do these things that I want to do if no one's going to look at it. That's I'm not asking for. I'm not asking for it to go viral. I'm not asking for.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for that. I just want somebody to look at it, and I'm not. What little I've put out, not seeing a whole lot of that, and that's hindered me. But it's also not even that. It's certain things. Xander knows what I'm talking about. And again, I'm not going to say it on the mic. Xander knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So that is a big part of it. That's something that I've been. Believe me, this has been on my mind. This has been ongoing for a while. And just in the last few days, certain realizations have really hit me. So
I've known you have been feeling this for a while because I know it has affected our communication. Mm-hmm. Because you have drawn into yourself.
It's making me unsociable.
Yes, I know that for a fact. And that's why I'm doing this right now.
An intervention.
So, because I'm an asshole and I'm concerned. So, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Now, I know that you're not okay. And I want to do everything I can.
I cry on a daily basis.
Okay. That's fine.
And not the good kind of crying either. Watching something emotional. Yeah, watching Endgame still gets me, and I'm watching Endgame now for the third time since I've gotten it. But
when Old Yeller got shot crying?
Fuck. I don't know. Old Yeller didn't really work for me that much. Well, maybe it did when I was a kid, but I haven't watched it in so long I don't care. Fuck that dog. Yeah. My dog's better.
No, it is completely out of concern and love. And I'm not doing this to try to put you on the spot.
Well,
I want.
You want to see Would you like to see something that I've been toying with for a while? I've taken the steps, but I can't pull the trigger.
Sure.
So, you've seen my vlog.
Yeah.
How my karaoke thing that I ended my vlog?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to take that to another level.
Okay. Another level is good. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, I want to start incorporating puppets into my karaoke. I don't know if I can go back to the vlog itself. I'm not there yet. But that is the idea that I've been toying with for a while. And we were able to get those puppets on a deal off of Facebook Marketplace. And I want to incorporate puppets into my karaoke. Because I can then do duets with myself.
Well, okay,
not look stupid.
I think you really should be doing that then.
See, I have these ideas. I have these desires. And then every time I think I'm going to do it, I don't.
You know, it is the fear of failure and the fear of success and the fear of starting that has killed more awesome ideas than a negative review. We're our own worst critics. We are definitely our own worst critics. And you have to know your creativity needs to come out. My year has probably been about the worst year I can think of. And it got to the point where all I was depressed. That's all I had was depression. And then I came to the realization I have to do something. Anything. And to get that creativity out and to pull myself out of the nosedive that I'm in, because crashing and burning is not an option. It is not an option. It is the worst possible thing. To give up is the worst possible thing. I would rather see you fail a million things than give up completely.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
So
you want a happy ending. I know you want me to say it's going to get better. I can't.
Nobody, like I said,
I keep praying for that moment that I wake up in the morning and I don't have these thoughts in my head.
Do you know what you do? You just got to take that first step. And then once you take that first step, you got to take that second step. And they said, when you put your vlogs out there, you're putting yourself out there. You're exposing yourself. But it's the same when you go on stage. You're putting yourself out there and you're exposing yourself. It's a scary fucking thing to do.
I actually have no problem with that part.
Then I suggest...
Getting on the stage, I have no problem with that. I can get up there and do what I need to do. I don't get stage fright.
Okay, then this is a new stage. Think of it that way.
Everything you're saying, I understand it. I've had the same thoughts go through my head. It's just it's an easier said than done thing. It's not easy. I'm old. And
dude, I'm old. What am I going to start doing again?
It's just I'm finding it harder and harder to try and shift gears.
Shift away from it then.
And there's so many different factors that I know are all a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's not just the mental, it's my physical condition and whatnot. That's all a big part of it too. And every time I think, okay, now this is it, I'm going to start moving in the right direction, I don't. I don't move in the right direction. I don't take that first step, like you said. That's my struggle. That's what's going on. And I haven't said this to, okay, I can't say I haven't said this to anyone. I've had a brief conversation with Brent. I mean, I'm going to be possibly looking at talking to someone. So I don't know what else to do, you know. But I hate feeling this way, and it's starting to affect other things, and I don't like it, and you know, but I don't know what else to do. I'm running in circles, is what's happening, and so I'm not getting anywhere with any of it.
Stop running. The first step is stop running.
Mystery couch hash browns.
I know. Or you can make run to the border, but no, I like when, to me, I said, especially when my depression really kicks in, I liken it to digging my own hole. And it just like keeps getting deeper and deeper. And the first step I have to do is stop digging. So if you're running in circles, stop running. Get your head up, look around, take stock of where you're at, and then you have to decide for you. You're worth everything that you said. Your wife and your kids, they need you, and they need you feeling good. And once you start feeling better about yourself, it radiates out. Like, again, my year has been absolute shit. And I look at you and I go, you have to pull out of the dive.
I'm hoping. That's all I can say.
Hope is a terrible plan, man.
I know, but that's all I got.
No, you don't. You have complete and utter control over what you, Jason, over yourself. If you want to vlog, all you have to do is sit in that chair, turn on that computer, look in that camera, and talk. That's a vlog, right? That's not that difficult to do.
Oh, I know it's not difficult to do. I know that. Again, there's no real explanation for it.
I get it. I understand where you're coming from. But I also think
I'm standing in my own way, and I know that.
Yeah.
I perfectly understand that.
Shall I pounce you out of your own way?
Not right now, no.
This is pretty much a pounce right now.
And pretty much, this is an emotional pounce.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can we do something fun now?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm going to end this because this is the longest podcast that I've done.
Okay.
But you just.
I hope I didn't bum out your listeners.
No, this is one of the things that when I set out to relaunch my podcasting career was to talk about real things whenever I could. And your message yesterday or the other day was one of the things that made me realize I need to get a hold of you and talk to you. Now, me putting you out in front of the audience that I have, as limited as it is, now exposes you and puts you in a position where they're going to watch what you do. So you now have another fan base to perform to. You're welcome, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, man. So, no, I said, I know you didn't want to do this, and I kind of suckered you into it.
You did.
Because that's the type of guy I am. And
What? No.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird like that, isn't it? But I did it out of love and concern, real love and concern. So it scared me to think that you're not thinking you're successful. When I look at you and go like, I can't do half of what you do.
I wouldn't go that far. 'Cause
So,
there's a lot of things you can do that I can't do. So
That's just people, though.
but
Everyone's different, and everyone's got their own things.
all right, so we're gonna go have another beer. I'm gonna sign
I
off
think
here.
we're out of beer, but I've got honey.
Okay,
Jack
we're gonna
on
have a
standby.
drink of whiskey then, because this will probably settle everybody's nerves.
Yes.
So, Jason, don't forget to do the sign off.
What's the sign off?
So thank you for listening. This has been Mike.
And I'm Jason. Sorry for bumming you out.
Yeah, he's gonna be back. We're gonna I'll make sure he comes back on. So this is, like I said, this has been Dispatches from Shedquarters.